Ta-da! Here we are, Russ Feels Live. So great to see everybody today. I'm so excited. It is sunny and warm outside. I just have wonderful guests today, and it sounds like we all came flying in, tried to grab a bite to eat, and off we go to come to you live today, all talking about Raqvision with Raquel Borras. Talk about some of the great features with Victor Villegas, who's going to be on there with his puppets and with all kinds of educational things. And we may have a little surprise. We'll wait and see. But in the meantime, I'm just so excited to get started. Just want to remind you, I am Russ Hedge. I am a inspiration specialist. I'm a coach. I'm a motivational speaker, trying to remember what I am. Anyway, and so I am just so excited to be with you today. I love to connect with people, so you can connect with me at russhedge.com. That's right. Russhedge.com is a simple, easy way to get to all my connection points, whether it's social media, which I love, or whether it's my email, my phone number. You can even schedule time to chat directly with me. Just go to my calendars, pick a time, and we'll chat on Zoom. Love to get to know you. So that is enough about me. Hopefully I said that fast enough. Woo! Try to get my guests on here and get moving. So excited. First, I have joining me today, I didn't tell them what order, so I'm just going to pick Raquel Borras of Raqvision. She is awesome, and here she comes. Hey!
Hey!
How's it going?
So good!
That's awesome. That's awesome. It's so much fun. You give me energy because you have so much energy. So
I don't know where you get it from sometimes.
Well, you know what? You have the joy of life, and that is awesome, and all that you're doing. And I'm just really excited, you know, with all the XXO Connect stuff going on, and then you guys coming in with Raqvision as kind of a partner with that. Tell us a little bit about what's happening with all that. It's very exciting.
Well, it's kind of cool because last time I was on your live, I was talking about Rock the Boat, about having the candid conversations with our youth. And that's been going so well. And it's just showing how much our youth are doing and how they're giving back and how amazing they are. And so then to have Jason with XXO Connect, who's become a friend of mine, reach out to me in less than a month and say, hey, I love what you're doing with Rock the Boat. You need to kind of grow this even bigger for our youth and make even a bigger impact. How about actually creating the kids platform? And I thought, okay, this is the culmination of everything that I've been working for and for years of just putting kind of that time and energy into putting myself out there with my brand and social media and just wanting to make an impact. And everything that he said, I was like, this is it. Like, it was a dream come true to be able to have all the creative freedom, to be able to do what I want with it. And the really cool part, Russ, is there's people like you who obviously had already connected me with someone like Ashley Lynn on Rock the Boat. So then I just have all these incredible connections and such an incredible community and network of people that as soon as I decided that I wanted to do this and then I wanted to have people come in and add value to our youth, I just started picking up the phone and literally calling people that I knew and said, hey, would you want to be a part of something that's really helping our youth, empowering them, inspiring them, motivating them, educating them? And every single person has said yes. You know, and even Victor, remember Victor was on the live with us and I had mentioned to Victor about collaborating in some capacity. We thought maybe Clubhouse. So then just like that, when I knew this was going to happen, I pick up the phone and I leave him a message and I'm like, Victor, you need to be a part of Raqvision because of what you're doing with STEAM. And so all of this is coming together in the most beautiful way. I know. And then there's Victor.
And there he just shows up. You just say Victor and wow, whammo, there he is.
Names, are they just going to appear?
Hey, everyone.
Yeah. So then Victor, who is going to be a part of it, and his series starts this Sunday. I mean, this is like amazing.
Yeah, I'm just thrilled about all you're doing. And you know what? Just because time is short with one person that is hiding in the green room, I'm going to bring him in now because you guys could talk a little bit longer. But look who we have. Jason's here.
Jason, you didn't. He kept the secret because I was like, oh, I'll see you later.
I kept the secret. Victor, it's a pleasure to meet you. And
likewise. I mean, we've been communicating on LinkedIn, but good to actually see you.
You as well. Thank you so much for joining. I'll make it fast because I want the time for you guys and I have to fly to a call. But Raquel, I just want to congratulate you on the launch of Raqvision, the most powerful youth social network, providing that space for our youth to project their voice and protect their reality inside the rock rooms. And, out of anybody in this planet, out of 7.8 billion people, you are the only one, and I did check, to launch this and to bring this into a reality. So congratulations. I'm so excited for the future with Raqvision, and I'll let you guys have anybody who doesn't know Raqvision. Raquel will gladly explain it. And Victor, I will see you on Sunday. And Russ, thank you so much for the quick letting me to jump in.
Thanks.
You bet. So glad to have you. We'll see you later, Jason.
See you, Jason.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah, I mean, Jason, if it weren't for him, seriously, I mean, and the great thing about Jason is he's a brilliant, he's the one creating the website, and I just tell him what my vision is and the colors and just the feel of it. And he and his 12-year-old son have built up this incredible platform. So, I mean, it's the perfect partnership.
Yeah, it is so great. And, I was saying before, I'm excited about any time I can connect people together. And before we did the experience where you and Victor first met, I knew that it was going to be a match made in heaven as far as guests and people really connecting. Boy, I tell you, was I right? And so I'm so excited about the fact that this has all worked out. Victor, tell us a little bit about your part in all of this.
Yeah, so when Raquel reached out to me, I was like 100% on board. It's like, oh my, really? Like channeled or actually a time dedicated to reaching to children, which is, my thing. And we decided we're going to do STEAM Sundays. So science, technology, engineering, art, and math, just an overview of things, get kids excited about learning. Obviously you're going to have music and puppets, but also drones and robots and just lots of cool things. And I think this is a great opportunity to reach kids in a very different way and in a safe space, which is very important, right? So thank you, Raquel, for inviting me. I'm looking forward for our first experience on Sunday. And it's just awesome to be part of this. It was great.
Well, what I think is so cool is, we talk about, I titled this the next gen communications, and, communicating with that next generation, the kids coming up. It seems like when I was young years ago, we had cartoons and different things that were educational. There was stuff that was meant to help. And then it kind of went away from that. And it seems like it was just a bunch of garbly-gook. I don't know what to call it. And then you guys are bringing that back. And I just think this is so incredible. The power of, today with social media, with online presence, with live streaming, the ability to get that message out there, Raquel, is just incredible.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things where I had a coffee this morning with a friend of mine who's the CEO of a very large nonprofit called Fight for Children out here in this area. And, he's like, basically what you're doing is that essentially Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of that were built for connection, right? To connect with others. But it got, it just, I don't know where it went, vanity metrics and all that. He goes, so what you're doing is you're stripping all of that away back to what is the essence, which is the actual connection and community. So when we say it's a safe space, we mean it, because you have to have a parent be a member of XXO Connect. It's just $15 a month, but they sign up their kids for free. So they could have 10 children. They're all free under that $15 membership. But that way they sign for them. And we also can monitor who's on that platform and really make it sure it's safe. So if for whatever reason a kid is not playing nicely in the playground and maybe a little bit of bullying, I can go back to that parent and say, hey, either talk to your child about how to behave or we're not going to tolerate that. Because we have really open discussions. I mean, yes, we have Victor, doing STEAM and educational programs, but at the same time, I want to have discussions around the LGBTQ community, have discussions around race. I mean, and have those discussions where these kids feel that, okay, what we're saying is staying here. Parents aren't because the parents can't come in and hear what's happening. And not only that, you don't get just random people, hopping on. It's like an Instagram or TikTok. It's like, no, we really are doing our best to make it to where these kids really feel that they can just be themselves and be true to who they are and be real and not have to worry about, the filters or the edits or none of that. Like, this is really about connection.
Sure. And what I like, you talked about stripping it all back. I am big on that, coming all the way back to what your purpose in life is. What is your why in life? And then from that, you build that authentic, you put out the authentic you, and that's what brings connection, right? And so I think, you obviously, your purpose is to reach kids, give them a safe space to just be able to connect and communicate. And I just think that is so awesome, while learning with great things like what Victor has going on. Victor, tell us a little bit about that program and what it all is about.
Yes.
Well, my mission is just to get kids interested in learning, right? Whatever it is, I don't care what just passionate about something. Once I get them interested and spark that interest in learning about something, then we can take that, anywhere. And so that's, my background is more in technology, and I do some drone education and whatnot, and connected with a research university. I have a lot of connections around the world with a lot of cool folks. This morning, I just connected with someone from NASA. So I'm looking forward to maybe bringing in some folks that I know in different industries and STEM industries. And another thing that Raquel was talking about is reaching kids that normally do not have access, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't know if Raquel, if you can talk a little bit more about that, because that's something I have in my heart, to reach underserved, under-resourced youth, right?
Yes, and that was a conversation that I actually had with Keith this morning, because he does work with these underserved communities. And I told him, I said, listen, those are the communities that I think really need this the most. And so I don't want them to not be able to feel like they can be on this platform, because $15 a month to someone is a lot of money. To some of us, it might be just, a couple Starbucks lattes a month. But for someone, $15 a month really is a lot. And so I don't want anyone to feel just unable to be on here for financial reasons. So what I was talking to him about is to kind of like have like scholarship funds, or just have companies give a grant, or they could give a certain amount of money, so that then they can pay for a certain amount of memberships for these kids. And because I already have kids out in Texas that are in underserved communities that really want to be a part of it, but they can't afford it. And so I'm already in talks with people of trying to figure out a way so that everybody has access to Raqvision. Obviously, for us, the $15 membership is because we do want to be able to pay the people that are on that platform, because we also understand the value that someone like Victor brings, right? And we want to be able to pay him for his time, because we see how important that is. And I need to make a living, and Jason needs to make a living as well, right? So there is a reason why we are, we do have a membership, but at the same time, we don't want that in any way to exclude any child. And
right.
So yeah, we're definitely working on that, Victor.
Well, I think that people love kids, and people love to give to great things that are happening for kids. And so I'm sure you'll have no problem getting that support, because I'm with you. You need to be able to serve everybody and make it not an issue as far as funding, so that they can come in and get that safe space. So Victor, tell me again, is it SEAM? Is that what I got to explain?
STEAM.
What?
STEAM. STEAM education, science, technology, engineering, art, and math.
That's it. I knew that. Well, I think that's cool. Now, the puppets, you are a master ventriloquist. So did you bring one of your puppets to say hi today at all?
Fuego here?
Sure. Yeah, Fuego's here. Yeah, I just have to wake him up. Hold on a second. Yeah, he's probably going to be the main one.
Yeah, you got to fire up Fuego.
Fire up Fuego. Hola, ¿qué tal? Hey, Raquel, how you doing? You remember Raquel? Oh, yeah, I do. She's great.
Sí.
I'm looking very forward to Steam Sunday.
Sí, bienvenido a Raqvision, Fuego.
Gracias. Muy amable de invitarnos. Yes.
No,
well, we're bilingual. We're going to be doing stuff in Spanish too, which is amazing.
I know. And that's the thing is the fact that I'm fluent in Spanish, Victor is as well. Like, there's a whole community there too that we can reach. Hey, KDJ. Yeah, once again, I want it to be all inclusive. And And at the end of the day, there are a lot of kids out there that really need something like this. And I'm hoping that parents realize it truly is a gift that you can give to your child. Because I just this week with the launch and all the conversations that I've sat in, I myself have learned so much. Every conversation I walk away with something that I learned, and I'm like, why wouldn't you want to give that to your kids? I mean, look at Victor and Fuego. I mean, I can't wait for Steam.
Yeah, Fuego can't either. He's so excited.
I want Steam! Yay!
Now, I have to ask Victor because, obviously you have all these STEM programs, and now with STEAM adding in the art element of it, why do you believe that art is so important with STEM? Because some people might be like, that doesn't really fit in.
Yeah, well, actually, for me, it does fit in, and I don't think you can have STEM without the arts. And when we do, we start running into problems. So the arts bring the human part of us, right? The humanities. And we've concentrated so much exclusively on STEM that we're starting to see the consequences of that, the problems with ethics, problems with maybe not empathy and engineering. We have biases and algorithms in artificial intelligence, right? And why? Because we haven't considered the human part of it or our history. So I think the arts, the humanities are very important to have a well-rounded education. But the best thing is that I'm trying to reach kids who do not normally gravitate towards the STEM subjects, and the arts is one of the best ways to reach out to them, right? So you might not be interested in mathematics or engineering,
But they're interested in puppets.
yeah, that's right. They're interested in puppets
And music.
yeah, right, and music. So we're trying to reach different audience in different ways, and then kind of bring them over to let them know that science, technology, engineering, and math is also fun.
Orale, yeah, it is.
Well, I think that on the heels of Rock the Boat, Raquel, this is just like the perfect next step, because you've been having these real conversations with kids, and it shows that somebody really cares about our youth.
Yeah, and it's really cool what also just giving them that platform and giving them a voice and having them be seen. So this is a really cool story. So last month I had someone reach out to me on LinkedIn and said, hey, my son is on the spectrum. He has autism. He's 10 years old and he's just a brilliant kid, and he wants to be an advocate for other kids that are on the spectrum. Would you mind having a conversation with him on Rock the Boat? I'm like, of course. So he gets on, and remember, a lot of those kids, they're very honest with you, which is fantastic. I love it, right? Like full honesty. So he gets on and he has a bow tie, and we're talking, and we went on for about a half hour. He was so great. So at the end, his dad comes in to say hi to me on the screen. And I said, okay, Eris, this is your time to be able to be a self-advocate, because his dad's trying to teach him how to self-advocate for himself. So I said, okay, I want to ask you if you're willing to come back on and have another conversation, because I enjoyed our conversation so much. I said, but I'm telling you right now, this is where you need to be honest. You won't offend me. I won't take it personally. This is where you need to, tell me if you would love to come back on. And he said, yeah, well, my dad forced me to do this one. He goes, but you know what? I want to do it again. And I said, how did it feel? He's like, well, after a half hour, I felt comfortable with you. And I said, that's normal. I'm like, that's normal in any case, right? When you're getting to know someone. And so what happened is that I put a snippet on my LinkedIn. And we all know that you just never know who's paying attention and watching. So I put it on my LinkedIn. Well, his dad sends me an email and says, hey, by the way, someone saw the snippet from Moe's Bows, which is a bow tie company who was founded by a 14-year-old 10 years ago, was on Shark Tank, was one of the first Shark Tank people on there that at his age. They reached out and they want Eris to model the bow ties. So they said yes. So they sent Eris bow ties. And then we had another conversation just last week or earlier this week. I can't remember. Everything's a blur. And he's wearing the bow tie of Mo's Bows, but he didn't know how it came to be. So I explained to him how it all came to life. And he was so cute because he was like, oh, that's how this happened. But the fact that I was able to have him become a model of bow ties, all because someone happened to see the episode and saw that he was wearing one and that he loved bow ties. That right there is the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible what can happen. You never know, right? And people come together. I mean, who would have known the two of you from the opposite coasts of the U.S. coming together? And in a time when, in this last year and a half or year and 4 months, whatever it's been, where we've been more isolated, but the advantages have been, it opened up the world really to everybody that focused in on the advantages of technology. And you guys have come together, and then you're able to bring people together like this, and you're able to do these incredible things because people see you live on the computer. It's great. I mean, it's very exciting.
Oh, I already have a 19-year-old that's in Egypt. He's gonna facilitate a series on purpose, and I have people. Yeah, so it's gonna be global. I have a couple. I'm talking to someone in India who wants to do financial literacy because he really believes that, and he's 19. That's necessary in their country. That they don't talk about money, and he's like, I want to educate our youth, and I want to educate also my culture and my community. So I'm like, well, then let's do it. So he's going to be on the platform as well. I mean, it's just really cool how many people I'm bringing together in one place.
Sure. Yeah. And now Ashley, who is a young budding author that we had on. So you have her doing, what's her segment?
So she's going to be doing a series on online community building.
Okay.
And which is great. So, and then I've already connected her with a couple people that I know. There's a brother and sister in Canada that are writing a book, and they want youth to contribute to the book. And so I already connected her to Ashley to see if Ashley would write a chapter in their book, and two other kids from Rock the Boat. Like, that's what's really cool. I'm kind of like now becoming the connector for our youth. So even within them, like I have someone else, Justin Sato, who's going to be on the platform. He wants to write a book. So already I said, hey, I know already like teenagers that are writing books. Let me connect you so that they can give you advice. And that's been really cool too, to be that connector.
Does Frigo want to say something there?
No, he's just agreeing. He thinks it's a cool idea.
He's awesome. Everything you're doing, Raquel, is amazing.
Fuego, can I connect you to other puppets?
Oh, yes, please do. Yes, absolutely.
I might know some other ones. You never know.
You know Kermit?
Well, not necessarily, but I feel like I might have some connections to maybe some Sesame Street characters too, or the Muppet Show. Yeah, yeah.
That would be amazing.
So Raquel, give us a quick rundown of the schedule in the week, what people can expect on Raqvision.
So Monday we have motivation. So Harry, and I feel really badly because I can never pronounce his Greek last name. So speaking of Muppets and puppets, I call him Harry Snuffleupagus. So like Harry is all about motivation. And then on Tuesdays, for instance, we have Michael Ray, who's going to have the Cool to Be Kind Club. So it's going to be all about performing random acts of kindness and having the kids talk about it. And then we might have like little friendly competitions, and then we have Rob Howes on Wednesday, who's all about mindset. I mean, he's incredible. Karina, she's an artist. So she's already done an activities club, and we journaled on one of the calls, and that was really cool. Ashley's on Wednesdays. Thursdays, Justin Guarini, whom some of you might know from American Idol, Diet Dr. Pepper, Broadway. He's doing a segment on confidence, and he was incredible. Who else came in? Oh, then Jen Russman, who is a trauma specialist, and she does emotional energy healing. So we're going to be talking about our emotions and how to kind of navigate our emotions, like anger. Tonight we have 4 calls. Tonight is Nyambi. She's going to be talking about mental health. Ashley's going to be talking about what she would tell her younger self as a 26-year-old now. And then the other 2 are Kirsten Granados, who's a financial advisor. She's going to be doing financial literacy. And then We have Mandy Morris, who's another, she's a therapist, clinical psychologist, and she's going to talk about our inner critic and self-esteem. So if you think about it, and then tomorrow we've got more, and then we've got Victor on Sunday.
Woo!
Andy!
Bien fuego.
That's just
Fuego.
insane. That's what's so cool is that that was just our launch. Like I'm still plugging in people left and right. Now it's just getting kids to get on this platform so that obviously we have, members to speak to, but which is a process. And I get that as well. Nothing happens overnight. But yeah, I mean, how cool. It's just incredible to me. Like,
yeah, but how exciting. I mean, you've got some great people there. And, Fuego's got to be way up the list towards the top, though. I mean, he's pretty cool.
Oh, you're too kind. You're too kind, Russ. Thank you. I'll send you a check later.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Hey, so give us the way that people get onto XXO Connect so they can access Raqvision. Give us the information on that real quick, Raquel.
Well, you can go to www.raqvision.tv to kind of get it to see what the Rocktainment schedule is, and then it'll actually navigate you to xxoconnect.com.
Okay.
Redirect. It doesn't matter if you go on or if you Google Raqvision, it's the first thing that pops up. If you Google XXO Connect, it's the first thing that pops up, and it's pretty self-explanatory to sign up. The key though is to hit the family access plan, which, like I said, it's not an extra cost to have your kids. That's just that way we have parents sign for their child, and that way, like I said, we can monitor who's on the platform. Thank you, Jay. This is my art and my wallpaper in my wall. I do HGTV DIY projects too, on my free time.
Yeah. I think your free time is quickly evaporating.
Yes, it is.
Well, listen, you guys are both so awesome. Any last words, Victor, as we wind things up?
Well, looking forward to Sunday, just around the corner, and Fuego too. We're going to have a great, awesome time. And thanks, Russ, for having us on your show. It's always a pleasure, and look forward to everything.
So, Amy, I put down the LinkedIn connections for the two of you. Any other way that's good for people to contact you, Victor?
Basically, Drone Singer online, one word, just like you have it on the screen right there. Okay. I do have dronesinger.com, but I'm on Twitter and on Clubhouse and then Instagram. Yeah, pretty much all the major ones. So we're there.
You're all over. What about you, Raquel? You're all over too.
Yeah, I got off of Facebook. Sorry. So LinkedIn and Instagram are the easiest ways to kind of see what I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, you can definitely see what you're doing on there for sure, because I've seen it. So, hey, listen, thank you, both of you. This has been just like a ton of fun. And I'm going to let you guys go here, but we'll talk again soon. Thank you so much. And look forward to tuning in and checking out Raqvision.
Sounds good. Thanks, Russ.
Hey, guys. There you go. I cut Victor off. Sorry, Victor. So it's been so great talking to everybody today. We're just winding things up. And listen, you've got to check out XXO Connect and Raqvision. Incredible things going on there. And it's so exciting that this new platform for our youth to really be able to communicate, connect, and get good quality education and information. So check it out. And until we see you next time on Russ Reels, have a great day and a great life. Bye-bye.